Good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to be here this evening, and thanks for taking time out of your busy evening to join us here this evening. I'm just going to share my slides with you here. Hopefully you'll be able to see those and start the presentation. I'm joined this evening by some colleagues from academic colleagues, industry partner colleagues, and also some students and alumni to share their experience. So, firstly, just a brief introduction into the university itself. We're a top 1% university in the world, according to the latest QS World Rankings. We are very proud of our graduate employability rate. You'll see it there, 98% of our graduates, when they're surveyed by the HEA 6 months after graduating, are either in employment or in further education after graduation. So that's fantastic and really one of the highest employee graduations or employability rates in the country. We've 16 new buildings across campus, so we've invested €400 million in capital developments across our campus, so you as students will benefit from state-of-the-art facilities and buildings. On to our school of the J.E. Kearns School of Business and Economics. We have over 85 university partners all around the world, international universities that you can go and do your study abroad at. We've over 250 industry placement partners, so you can do your placement and internships at. We have won the Education Awards for Best College of Business for the last 2 years in a row. We only started entering them 2 years ago, and we won the 2019 and the 2020 awards. So we were thrilled and honoured to receive those awards and very proud of that. And just recently, we were awarded an Athena Swan Bronze Award. So we're the first non-STEM school in the university to be recognised for our efforts in advancing gender equality, inclusivity and diversity in our school. And our graduate employability rate in the Kearns School of Business and Economics is actually 98%. So we have a fantastic history and accolades there in terms of graduate employability. So just to take you through our programs and our offerings really quickly tonight. Our main flagship program is the BCom. So some of you may be familiar with the BCom. It's a broad business degree where students get an introduction to all areas of business and commerce in year one. So you get that foundation in everything from accounting and economics all the way through to business organization, marketing, management, and so on. And then we give you the choice to choose your own specialization. So you choose what you'd like to shop and drop, as the Americans call it. You have optional modules and that you can choose to carry on with the accounting and economics side and the finance side, if that's of interest to you and piques your interest, or perhaps you prefer to maybe do HRM or business information systems, digital business. There's a very broad variety of offerings and modules, and we're very proud of that. A lot of our students come back and say that's one of the reasons they chose our offerings, is because of the variety of modules on offer. So this is a fantastic degree for those of you that might not be sure if I want to go down and become down the road of becoming an accountant perhaps, or maybe you're just interested in business, you're not really sure. So this will give you a fantastic foundation. It's a 3-year flagship program. These are some of the areas that you can specialize in. I've mentioned some of them already. It gives you a flavor of the variety on offer and the great foundation that all students get in all areas of business. No matter what job you'll end up working in, you'll still have that insight and foundation and knowledge and background in all areas that you can bring to the boardroom table. Onto our BCom Global Experience, a new program introduced probably 3 or 4 years ago now. So this has expanded the BCom from a 3-year program to a 4-year program. And in that 3rd year, you have your Global Experience year. So that you can choose to do 1 semester study abroad and 1 semester work placement, or perhaps 1 full year study abroad. And most recently, students are, with COVID, opting to perhaps do 1 year work placement. So that program is sponsored by Deloitte. We have a partnership with them on that program. They offer travel bursaries during your global experience years, and they offer mentoring programs, insight days, and work placements, and so on. The next program on offer, we have our Bachelor of Commerce International. So this is a program similar to the BCom, but in your third year, you have the Erasmus year. So the difference between this and the BCom Global Experience is that you will be going to the country that you're studying the language of. So whereas with the BCom Global Experience, we have partners all over the world, but you will be learning business through English, and there'll be no requirement to study a language in the BCom Global Experience. In the BCom International, whether you choose BCom French, BCom German, or BCom Spanish, you will go to either France, Germany, Austria, Spain, Mexico, or Chile during your Erasmus year in year 3. So fantastic opportunities and prospects for people with the blend and the much sought after combination of business and a language. So if anyone out there is interested in and enjoying their language in secondary school and they feel like they're good at it, I would definitely encourage you to keep up your languages. In Ireland, where we have more foreign direct investment than the BRIC countries combined, so we have a huge amount of multinational companies setting up their European headquarters in Ireland, and they need, languages and graduate skills with multilingual skills and cultural skills to operate in those European headquarters. Our next program is the BCom Le Gaeilge. So if you have maybe dúil sa teanga agus dúil sa Gaeilge agus hatú ag déanamh más sa teanga agus más mála an Gaeilge, leanart and Quiniart and keep it up, because again it's a supply and demand issue. If you're good at Irish and you like business, this is a great prospect. There's a lot of jobs not just here in Ireland but across Europe and in the Commission and so on for graduates with a combination of business and Irish. Another program is our BCom Accounting. For those of you that already have some insight, perhaps you've worked or have some exposure to accounting already and think, okay, I really like this. You're studying it at Leaving Cert and it really has piqued your interest and it incites you. So this might be the program for you. You must have studied accounting at Leaving Cert, and it has the maximum exemptions of any accounting program in any university in Ireland. So you'll see some of the companies mentioned there, the students do their experience and their work experience with, and there's the optional global year as well in third year on that program. So next program is Business Information Systems. Huge development in this area at the moment, as you all know, with the pandemic and the digital transformation that's going on across every industry and every sector. People have had no choice but to digitalize and go online. So huge growth in the demand for graduates with this combination of skills between business and IT. So everything is taught from scratch and from everyone is starting on the same page. So don't worry that you mightn't have any background or prerequisites. None of that is required. Everything is, everyone is at the same level coming into this program. But it's a fantastic program. It's accredited by EFMD, the global leaders in BIS. It's also got the global experience in it, the option to do your study abroad and work placement, and some fantastic career opportunities. It was at 100% employability pre-COVID, and I have no doubt that that will continue post-COVID. So fantastic career prospects there. These are just some of our university partners. So I've mentioned the study abroad opportunities and work placement opportunities on all of our programs. So every program that we offer in the J. Kearns School of Business and Economics has an opportunity to do a study abroad or a work placement. So these are just some of the universities that you might end up going to on your study abroad program. And then these are some of our work placement partners. There's obviously too many to name, and there's some quotes there. There's a lot more information on the website if you want to go and have a look and check it out and read some of the testimonials from the students. But from an employer point of view, we hear from employers and industry partners all the time about how valuable this extra year is for the students in terms of their maturity and how much they can hit the ground running when they join an organisation afterwards. So we have a partnership with PWC, and I'm delighted to be joined here this evening by Niamh McInerney, Senior Manager and Head of Graduate Recruitment at PWC Ireland. So PWC are our industry partner on our unique skills pathway programme. So you'll see them outlined there, the Skills for Success, Skills for Business, and the ICE programme, the Dragon's Den finale in final year. So I think Niamh is with us. If you're I'm going to pass over to Niamh to speak a little bit about the partnership and how valuable the PWC, she and her colleagues find the working with our students and our graduates, and how this partnership on the skills program in particular has helped students in the graduate recruitment. So I'll pass over to you, Niamh, if you're there.
I am. Hi everybody, how are you? That was really lovely, Aisling, introduction, so thanks very much. I thought it might be useful to maybe address who PWC are. I'm sure some of you are aware or might have seen the branding, even maybe on our sponsorship as well for the All-Stars, but maybe on some of the NUIG sponsorship. We're a professional services organisation, and maybe to give a little bit of context to you, if somebody of you are thinking of maybe after college, I'm sure you're not thinking that far ahead yet, but if you were thinking of doing your accountancy exams or your tax exams or going into consulting, PwC would be an organisation that you would join as part of your graduate programme. And I also see lots of questions come in already about work placements, and absolutely we do paid work placements as part of your college, but also summer internships. So I thought that would be important to give a little bit of context about who PwC are. And also just to wish all of you the best of luck. I know you've got big decisions to make this year as to what colleges you go to and then what courses you do. And you can see NUIG have fantastic programs, and really that's why we are so proud to be in partnership with them, that they have this unique program as part of your course. So when you come to college in NUIG, it's not just about the academics, it's also about your employability and giving you skills outside of the classroom to help you then get employment afterwards, but also as part of your work placement. It's been fantastic to be involved in it. NUIG don't just, we roll out the program and go, okay, that's it, we're done now for the program. Every year they look at it, they refresh it, they come to us, especially in the current environment that we're in, and we've all moved virtual, to see how can we deliver a better program to the students so that they do have those skills when they leave and join the workforce. We really see it at interview stage. So when we see students come from NUIG to interview with us, you can see they're prepared, they have the knowledge, they've been invested, time has been invested in them, and then when they join us, they can hit the ground running a little bit more than maybe some of the others would do. I just think it's fantastic to have that program ingrained and embedded into the actual structure of your course. And so it really does add value to that. So we're delighted to be in partnership with NUIG on it, and I just wish you all the best of luck with your CAO applications and the year ahead. I know Patrick, one of my colleagues, is going to go through a little bit more detail on the work side of it, and he would have been a student in NUI Galway as well, so I think he'll give a little bit more insights as well. But yeah, if you have any questions, I'm here as well. Happy to answer them. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Niamh, as always. And yeah, that leads us nicely into our next slide around hoping that you guys out there can follow in the footsteps of greatness and all of our other alumni and where they've gone on to work. And we're delighted to be represented across loads of different industry by some of our alumni. You'll see Aubrey Dolan there. He's senior product manager with Adidas, so he designed Messi's football boots. Annette Donnelly is MD in Sony Music. Erica Fox, some of you might recognize her from our Instagram page. She's an influencer, founder of Retroflame, now living in New York. Gavin Duffy, sponsorship manager in Connacht Rugby. And you'll see some of our presidents. President of Ireland, Michael D, is one of our alumni. Our own president of the university, Kieran O'Hogarty, is one of our alumni. And the president of the Business Studies Teachers of Ireland, Margaret MacDonald, is also one of our alumni.